All right, let's get right into it. We're going to unpack a really powerful idea from the world of financial literacy, one that a lot of people misunderstand. It's this concept of minding your real business. And nope, this has absolutely nothing to do with your manners. It has everything to do with your money.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. It's a pretty bold statement, right? But if you really think about it, the whole structure of having a job, even a great job you love, is designed to build wealth for your employer. You're a crucial part of the machine, for sure, but you don't own the machine.
So, here's the bottom line. Every single day you clock in, you are creating value. That value goes straight to the company's asset column. And your salary? Well, to them, that's just an expense. It's the number they've calculated that's just enough to keep you and your amazing skills from going somewhere else. The rest of the value you create, that belongs to them.
This leads us to the big, central question we're tackling here. If your job is mostly about making someone else rich, what should you be doing to build your own wealth? This is where we need to draw a really important line in the sand.
And this, right here, just lays it all out perfectly. On one side, you have your profession. That's your job. The time and energy you put in there, that's funding your employer's asset column. But on the other side, you have your business, and that is your personal asset column. That's the business you really need to be minding.
Okay, so this is usually the part where people get a little nervous. The first thought is, wait a minute, are you telling me I have to quit my stable job and become some high-risk entrepreneur overnight? That is honestly the biggest fear and the biggest misconception about this whole idea.
Absolutely not. A big, resounding no. And let's be super clear about this, because it's probably the most important part. This strategy is not about ditching your job. It's about using your job as a powerful foundation to build something that you actually own.
So let's call this the silent wealth method. It's all about playing the long game. You keep your day job, it's awesome, it pays the bills, it keeps the lights on, and most importantly, it gives you the money to invest. Then, you use your extra time and that extra cash to quietly build your own asset column in the background. Your coworkers don't need to know a thing, but behind the scenes, you're building your own financial freedom brick by brick.
So what exactly are we talking about here? What goes into this personal asset column? Well, we're talking about things that make you money while you're not actively working on them. Think about businesses that are systemized, so they don't need you there 24/7, or things like stocks and bonds, rental properties that bring in cash flow, or even intellectual property like royalties from a book or a song. The key here is that they all put money in your pocket.
And this table just makes the difference crystal clear. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. It's that simple. That car you love, it's a liability that costs you money every month in payments, insurance, and gas. Those fancy luxury items, liabilities, they're basically just status symbols that drain your bank account.
And you know, this really gets to the heart of the mindset difference. So much of our culture is about looking wealthy by buying a bunch of liabilities. But building actual wealth, that's an internal game. It's about being obsessed with buying things that will make you money, not buying things to show other people you have money.
So if you only take one single thing away from this, please let it be this. The whole goal is to make a mental shift. You've got to stop looking at your paycheck as the end goal and start seeing it for what it is, a tool. A very powerful tool that you can use to buy assets for the business that truly matters, yours.
Every single dollar you earn is a choice. It's a vote. You can use it to buy a liability, which basically builds someone else's business, or you can use it to buy an asset, which builds your business. So the question is, with your next dollar, which column are you going to build? And hey, if you're ready to start building that asset column, here are 3 really simple things you can do this week. First, just figure out exactly how much you're spending on liabilities each month. Just see where your money's going. Second, open up a totally separate investment or savings account and literally name it My Business. And third, set up a small automatic transfer. I'm talking even just $20 from your paycheck into that new account. It might seem like a tiny step, but trust me, that's the first step to truly minding your own business.